The first thing I want to talk to you guys about is sinking foundations. Now this came out a long time ago back on official, but I think today's world of ARK, some people may have forgotten about it, and it's actually still very beneficial, and I don't understand why there isn't more players still doing this. And all you're going to need, as you can see, is a foundation down, put a pillar in the center, second foundation, should find a second snap point. Sometimes they don't, so you may need to move around a little bit, don't worry too much. This, as you can see, this one's being finicky already. There we go. Oh no. It's not going to do it. Of course it's not going to do it. Why would it do it? There we go. Right, and then get rid of your first original foundation. Okay. And then put a foundation into that one. And again, look for the second snap point. There we go. That one's finally being nice to me. And as you can see, each time I'm getting a little bit lower that I would like to talk to you about. So this is number 2. Is a death wall in general. Now we've all seen the same, death wall type build. I would never recommend building in large walls, by the way. I'm just doing this for speed at the moment. I can't be taken up all day just planting down one at a time. So yeah, let me just get you up and running. So this is your typical death wall, and of course people like to use hatch frames. So this is your normal typical death wall. With turrets on, of course, and that's fine, other than once you go past the hatch frame you get them down, or you go past a wall and you destroy it. You've basically done it quite easily, because I mean, of course, the wall itself only has, is it 10k HP? It's not going to show me, is it? Large metal wall. So that one has 1800, but that's because obviously it's a large. But yeah, so I'm going to show you right now how you can make this a million times stronger too. We're going to come around the back of the kill wall. We're going to get some fence foundations. We're going to place them along the actual foundations again. Now some people, when they see this with the foundations, they say, oh, that's how you do multi-layer stacking. So multiple walls, double walls, triple walls. It is, and you can do that if you wanted to, but for this particular design it's pointless, to be honest. You have no need to do that. So as you can see, we're just putting foundations along, and we're going to get some metal behemoths. Now, tech behemoths do work as well, but if you saw my latest video, you would understand why I wouldn't build in tech behemoths. But it's your base, it's your choice, okay? Build in anything you want to build. Now, as you can see, I'm just running along the fence foundations, okay? They've created a new snap point for me. But the reason why this method is so effective is simply the behemoths, believe it or not, they don't demo each other. They actually stack. So as you can see, I'm just going to place a few down now. You can see the number going up on the screen. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this right now, as you can see, I've just put like 20 or 30 into one spot. Now, let's say you're a raider, and you've tanked all the bullets, all of them. You're now feeling or thinking, I'm going to C4 these behemoths, I'm going to get in. So I'm going to use a red gun for speed, but let's pretend I'm C4 them, okay? So let's C4 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, being a raider, I've just C4'd 10 behemoths, and I'm not even in yet. So, me personally, I'm beginning to get a little ticked off with your base already, because I want in. Now, let's move on to the third thing. Okay, so number 3, believe it or not, is actually tech gens. Now, what I see quite often is, obviously, you put the foundation down, and you put a gen on top, and you put a vault on it. That sounds pretty normal, doesn't it? Now, the issue with this type of design is if a raider was to destroy your foundation, the vault disappears too. And just in case you're wondering if I'm telling the truth, there's no generator there. What I actually recommend doing, and I teach a lot of people this, is put the generator down, fill it with your element, then put the foundation on top of the generator. Now, already, now the foundation has to be destroyed before they can even get to your generator. Now, imagine if they're still tanking and they get to your generator and they destroy it straight away. So the foundation puts an extra layer of HP. Now, I'm also going to put the vault on top of the foundation. Okay, that's probably not the best placement lined up, but I'm assuming you can see what I mean. But anyway, so now, again, if they destroy the foundation, the vault still drops. But what's happened? It's dropped on top of the generator. The generator is still powered, still going, still moving. You know, it's still doing its job, and now they actually have to destroy the vault, which as you can see has 50k HP, before they can even get to the generator. That's the first 3. Sinking foundations, behemoths along the kill wall, and tech gens on the actual floor, on the actual mesh, with a foundation on, and a vault. Step 4 is a doozy. A lot of people, they get this wrong. Let me just quickly fly around to the other cave in Viking Bay, and I'll show you what I mean. So as you can see, look, I can't place one there, I can't place one there. So what am I going to have to do? I'm going to have to pillar all the way down so that I can actually put another ceiling. Now, normally I do this on RGs or Quetzes, if I have a Quetz. Some people like Tappies or Griffins, but I've never been a good builder with Tappies. So, I'm going to show you a way of building that exact bridge, but in a much easier and better way. And to begin with, what we're going to do is we're going to red gun all these pillars. Okay, so you don't need a cliff plat. I just use that for convenience. Okay, so I mean you could build it off of any ledge. It really doesn't matter. But I used a cliff plat to try and make my point a bit better. So as you can see, we now want to build more. Oh, it's not letting me. Of course, I'm at my limit. Okay. So normally we'll be pillaring down. We're not going to do that this time. In fact, what we're going to do, we have one pillar down. And we're going to get some metal foundations. And we're going to come all the way down to the bottom. And we're going to find a snap point. So as you can see, look, that foundation's snapping. Okay? Because that's ultimately what the game tells you. Is there's no nearby foundation for structure. In other words, it's not a foundation that's snapped. So, as you can see, one, I don't need, say, an RG to do all of this sort of stuff. Ta-da! Don't need no pillar. Now, you may also be thinking, oh, okay, I need some pillars there. But it's okay, I can build this side. It's okay, I got this, I got this. Okay, so you may be thinking, well, that's easy. We can just demo, if we're raiders, we can demo the foundations and the whole thing collapses. Technically, yes, but is that not the same with every structure, every building that we build? You take out enough foundations, every build falls. You know, so really it doesn't really change anything. And I helped him, and he learnt how to do this. And as you can see, that looks a lot better already. That's a lot nicer, and as you saw, that was a lot easier to build. So guys, I hope you have found some of these tips useful and helpful. I hope that you guys can put these into practice and, you know, make bigger, better bases. So let me know if there's anything else building wise that you would like to know a trick on, or a tip, or anything along them lines. But until next time guys, I will catch you on Alphaborn.